Hello, welcome to another video. Miss Turtle here. Today I've got a Flosstube update. I've got a couple of months worth of progress to show you, and I've got a couple of exciting new announcements to make. And so let's get started. So we're going to start with pretty much the only project I've been working on the last couple of months, which has been my olive right here. This is a custom pet portrait by Luthien Art Shop, who is always linked in my description. And this is where I was at last time. I believe I was at, I want to say like 60% or something along those lines. And so you can see I had gotten olive all the way done, and I had gotten the first frame done, and most of the background filled in. And let me show you where I'm at now. Look at this. I can't even fit the whole thing in the frame. Look how much progress I've made. I've gotten the frame done. All the 310 is complete. And now I'm just doing the color blocking and filling in all the colors. And I ended up changing the colors from the original pattern. Original pattern's more of a rainbow color, and I kind of ended up changing the color scheme to be a bit more jewel toned, and I'm really liking it so far. And so I was thinking first I'll just color complete and all that, and then I decided no, it'd be less moving of the hoop if I just kind of, plus it looks better, I think. So yeah, it's coming along. This is definitely set to be finished this year. In fact, according to markup, I think I'll be done sometime mid-November, depending on how fast I can punch through this. And like I said, I've been working on this kind of exclusively. I have not opened any other project bags, anything else. This has been so nice. Once I got the background done, the background was very, very relaxing to work on because, it was just, I had my one color. I didn't even have my full floss card with me. I just had the one color, and I would just work on that. Now with the 310, obviously I had to go back to kind of like, okay, with my tablet and, making sure to do the pattern, of course. And then now we're back to the color blocking, smaller color blocking, which is also kind of entertaining because, you get to change colors out and all that. And so that's been a lot of fun. And it's been just, and I'm at 77%, by the way, 77% complete. And oh my gosh, I am so excited. And of course, I've got the companion piece to this, which is my other dog, Pimmy. That will be next on the list to be focused on. I don't know. I'm debating. And this leads me into sort of my next thing that I wanted to talk about, which is I've decided to join the trend of the Flosstuber Frenzy. And so I think since I'm working on this monogamously, as much as it's like very relaxing to just sit there and just do the colors over and over again, there are times where I'm like, I'm a little bored of this. So I've decided to join Flosstuber Frenzy, and what I've decided to do, instead of assigning a project to each Flosstuber that I've decided to follow, I've decided I'm going to work on one project, which is my second project that I'm hoping to finish in 2025, which is my Turtle Quaker. This is where we're at right now, and this is by Owl Forest Embroidery. It's done with Fancy Floss, my only Fancy Floss project. And what I've decided to do, I think, is when the Flosstubers I follow, specifically for this project, when they post a video, I'm going to do one thread on this. And the reason I've decided to do thread instead of a stitch count and things like that is because I've decided I really don't care for like things like parking and leaving loose threads hanging. So I've decided that that's just because I don't like doing that, having a stitch count associated, I'm going to be working against my the way I like to work. And so one thread at a time per video, and that ends up being for me about 50 stitches depending on how much traveling I have to do. And so that's the plan. And as for the Flosstubers, let me get my list. The Flosstubers, I'm going to do Sloppy Stitch and Sisters, of course, my parasocial besties. I'm going to do Crafting Gaming Jamie. I had to write it down. I have it on a post-it next to me now, so I don't keep messing up her name. She's one of my favorite Flosstubers. Love her. And then Ilara, she is back on Flosstube just this past week. So I'm going to be working off of her videos, and then also Crafting Emily, who I really enjoy watching. So the plan is every time, and I'm going to start November 1st. That's the other plan. Is starting November 1st, whenever they post a video, I'm going to put one thread into this project. And it's going to break up the monotony. Crafting Gaming Jamie, she posts about once a week, typically. And I think so does Crafting Emily. And then the Sloppy Stitch and Sisters and Alara are a little more sporadic. So it'll be nice breaking up, variation, etc. And I'll be able to get some progress done on this while I continue to power through my olive project. And yeah, that's the plan. So now it's time for my very last announcement. And that announcement is I am opening an Etsy shop, and I'm going to be selling these crochet scrunchies. And you may have, if you watched my last Flosstube, you may have noticed I kind of did a lukewarm crochet update. It's because I've been secretly working on these scrunchies. And I didn't want to announce it yet because the shop wasn't ready. And I was still working on like the packaging and things like that. But yeah, my friend designed my logo. And it is beautiful. I love it. And I've been making these scrunchies. I've got a few different styles. Not everything is up on the shop yet. I'm doing photographs, and I think I might need to redo some of the photographs. But anyway, these are super soft chenille scrunchies. And I've been product testing them myself for a couple of months. They hold up really great. I've sent off a few to a few friends, and they've been product testing them, and I've been making improvements and whatnot. So yeah, the link to my Etsy shop is going to be also down in the description. It's pickwickturtle.etsy.com. And yeah, I hope you check that out, and hopefully something catches your eye. And I'll be adding more things, more items to my shop soon. But I'm starting with these. So I think that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.